Hi guys, I have a heavy topic for you tonight. Witchcraft is real, okay? And we are living in the last days and times, all right? And all of that. God gives us one, he when he joins a man and a woman, they become one, all right? This is the reason why the devil does rituals, because he's joining these covens together. That's why they have orgies, to become one. Okay, you understand me? So these are the reasons why you got all of these things going on, right? And also, every lascivious spirit, any of these perverse spirits, because now everything is so sexualized anyway in today's society. And it's been happening little by little over the generations. You know what I'm saying? This is another reason to know we're in the end times, y'all. I'm bringing it somewhere now. We're in the end times, but it's been coming little by little, right? Okay, so we got all of these sexual spirits, and it's everything is real prominent. Sex sales. You got people with teddy bears, and you have all these pronouns and all of this kind of stuff, and with ritualistic stuff, everybody in Hollywood, their sexuality and all of this and stuff, but that comes with witchcraft, guys. So don't think it's strange that it's just in Hollywood, because honey, it's right here in your hometown too. Okay? Because we got dope boys going to the witch doctors to stay protected. Or we know somebody's mama or somebody that say a little something, people be blessing their houses when they come in, you know what I'm saying? But when you come into these covens, just like in Hollywood with these rituals that they're doing, they do the same thing here. It's the same practice. So stop trying to look and say it's just Hollywood. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got things, the same things going on here. In small town Gastonia or wherever you might be from. But and it's like the devil, what he does is he chooses people in high places to promote his witchcraft. So like he's gonna put people like Ephesians 6:12, it speaks of, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and high places, workers of evil, iniquity, and all this. I'm kind of paraphrasing, but look it up, Ephesians 6:12. But it speaks to this. So he's been doing this thing little by little over time, right? Because he's been preparing for such a time as this, y'all. We are in the last days and times. Okay? I'm about to bring you in now. Okay, so like we were, things that we wouldn't have accepted years ago, it's more accepted now. I know when I was in school, whatever your preference is, sexuality, that's between you and the Lord. I know what the Bible says. The Bible says that, man should not lay with man, woman with woman. However, he does give us free will choices to do whatever we want to do. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't treat anyone any different because of the things that they do, okay? We shouldn't treat him. God, that he still loves us. He just hates the sin. All right? And we have to remember that. But back in my day, that wasn't a thing. That people would, even if you knew that you would hide it, now it's like coming to the light, and people, they got pronouns, like you'll lose your job and stuff if you don't speak the right pronouns over people and stuff like that, and it's like taking the rights away from people, because okay, if that's what you believe, all right, you got the right to believe it, but how you gonna take my right to speak up and say what I want to say if I don't believe it? You see what he's done? He's done this thing little by little over time, right? And now we're in the last days and time, and it's all culminating. We got all kind of stuff going on. So now, but see, you can't sleep on the judgment of Christ, because God has come down, and he's placing judgment. Oh, his judgment is raining. It's coming down, y'all. It's coming down. You know, and that's why a lot of things are being exposed in Hollywood. God is trying to open your eyes because he wants you to have a chance to get to heaven. That's why it's happening. He wants you to see that these things, that you know, the tactics of the devil, so you won't be fooled. He loves us that much that he's giving us an opportunity. Because